The pituitary gland, located at the base of the brain, releases human growth hormone into the bloodstream to act on tissues, muscles, cartilage, bones, and fatty tissue to repair and to stimulate their functions and metabolism, but much more. During the growth phase, large quantities of growth hormone are released. However, from the age of 25 to 30, the production of growth hormone starts to decrease as the body has reached its growth target, and this is when chronological aging begins. But this should not be the case. Growth hormone is still needed to maintain an efficient metabolism, healing, tissue repair, and to prevent hair loss, among other functions. Growth hormone is secreted by pulses usually, but not always, following your circadian rhythm. It is released in a series of bursts or pulses every 3 to 5 hours. In adulthood, the decrease in growth hormone is caused by a change in pulse amplitude rather than frequency. There is a whole industry around the sale of synthetic growth hormone injections, but I'm not even going to stop there because an excess of growth hormone promotes enlargement of organs in your body such as the lungs, heart, liver, and bladder, for example. Rather, I'm going to tell you how to produce growth hormone naturally through certain habits such as deep sleep, certain types of exercise, and some supplements. The main production of human growth hormone occurs during the hours of sleep, namely the third hour of deep sleep and during the slow waves of sleep, or the first part of the night. If you saw my video on binaural beats, it is the delta waves that are activated and is during this time. This is when your body can take advantage of this time for your pituitary gland to release growth hormone at will. Certain exercises have shown to be effective at stimulating the production of growth hormone. Resistance training or those performed with weights. Also cardiorespiratory endurance exercises. But there's a caveat. Prolonged workouts have been found to release cortisol, which interferes with testosterone and estrogen function. In this sense, the types of training that enable your body for the stimulation of growth hormone are those which are carried out by high-intensity intervals with weights and at a cardiovascular level by doing sprints or speed intervals. Another form of training that has been shown to release growth hormone within 15 minutes of ending the session is KATSU, or slightly restricted blood flow training. In fact, many of the effects of growth hormone are done through the liver. The pituitary releases growth hormone to the liver, which converts it into insulin growth factor 1. It turns out that insulin-like growth factor triggers improvements in learning and memory after exercise. Interestingly, intense interval exercise in turn stimulates more growth hormone. According to an article in the medical journal Science Direct, the ultradian rhythm of growth hormone secretion is generated by the coordinated interactions of many factors. Jet lag, for example, temporarily increases the amplitude of growth hormone peak, resulting in a transient 24-hour increase in growth hormone secretion. Undergoing short periods of physical stress, such as sauna, causes the direct release of growth hormone, but also, on the opposite end, exposure to cold or cryotherapy will indirectly increase the levels of growth hormone. In contrast, emotional deprivation and endogenous depression suppresses growth hormone secretion. Nutrition plays an important role in the regulation of growth hormone. Malnutrition increases secretion of this hormone, while obesity decreases it. These nutritional effects occur acutely as exemplified by fasting, which amplifies secretion of growth hormone within 12 hours, while glucose ingestion suppresses growth hormone secretion. For this reason, the body needs to be hypoglycemic to produce growth hormone. That is, both its insulin and blood sugar should be at low levels. This implies that eating close to bedtime will completely inhibit the production of growth hormone. I would even venture to add that consuming foods, especially carbohydrates, before exercise may also inhibit the production of this hormone. Although some people may have difficulty falling asleep if they are hungry, I suggest that you eat your last meal about 3 to 4 hours before bedtime, but make sure it contains enough protein and even some dairy, if you can tolerate it, as these nutrients can help you sleep better. As for supplements that help stimulate growth hormone production, again, I personally prefer to get the nutrients I require from food. But as many people, if you don't have the time to study, spend time on food preparations, and most rely on supplements, arginine can increase your production of growth hormone by 300 to 400 times. The way arginine works is by dilating the arteries, which increases blood flow. Ornithine is another amino acid that can help you increase growth hormone, as it can enhance the transport and storage of nitrogen in muscle tissue. Finally, L-citrulline is perhaps the most effective supplement because it helps to stimulate the production of growth hormone, but also it has been shown to have a positive effect on subjective perception of exertion and muscle soreness, as well as decreasing lactate concentrations on maximal exercise tests. In the content box of this video, you will find a link to the article with key and detailed information on how you can help trigger your growth hormone. If you like this video, please click on the like icon. Remember to subscribe on the red button and turn on the little bell to receive notifications every time there is something new to learn in nature's way, and they are to heal yourself. See you soon.